I lived with my father and mother, and I was their only daughter. Because my mother had married my father, who was 20 years older than her, my father remained ill for 3 or 4 years, and then he passed away. My mother was still young and beautiful. She was always dressing up and pampering herself, and she loved appearances and money very much. Maybe that's what made her marry a father who was older than her. I was young and didn't understand anything. Until I grew up, I started noticing my mother always wearing transparent clothes, showing everything. And she was talking to many people on the phone. I always told myself they might be her friends. Sometimes I'd find her with the camera on, wearing very little. She didn't know I was watching her, and I wouldn't let her see me. Until I grew up, suitors started asking for my hand. And naturally I would ask my mother for me, because my father's family had stopped talking to us since after my father signed everything over to my mother. They expected they could dispute it, and as for my maternal uncles, my mother stopped speaking to them because they were greedy. One day a suitor asked for me, a classmate of mine at the university, but my mother rejected him, and she told me, "You don't understand anything. I will choose a suitor for you to my taste, someone strong. Not like your father. His prime passed early, so he could make you happy," until one day a suitor came to ask for me. He was the son of one of my mother's friends. He was tall and broad and very fit. My mother liked him a lot. I was rejecting him, and I didn't want to marry him. Then my mother told me, "You will be happy with him. Listen to me. Don't end up like me." I went looking for money, and he fell short of marital duties. And I really listened to my mother and got engaged to Ahmed. From the moment I got engaged to him, my mother was always wearing very tight and striking clothes in front of him, showing all her curves. I kept telling her, "Mom, don't sit in front of him like that." She would tell me, "You silly girl, he's just like my son. There's nothing to it." And I would tell myself that he truly was like her son. Days went by and we got married. I would call my mother from time to time to come stay with us, instead of being alone, and she would actually come. She would dress as she was accustomed to tight and short clothes. When my husband returned from work and saw her like that, he would say, "What's wrong, girl? Your mother is so beautiful. Your mother needs a man. She should get married. She must be tired. Your father has been dead for over 15 years. May God help her for being able to endure all that." He was always saying this while laughing. And I would tell him, "Stop joking. She is happy like this, without marriage." My mother would come stay with us for a few days and leave. Until one day I was feeling very ill. I called my husband and he came. We went for a checkup and the doctor told me, "Congratulations, you are pregnant." The pregnancy was very hard on me. I was disgusted by any food I cooked. I called my mother and told her to come over. My husband actually went and got her so she could stay with us until I gave birth. I would always find my mother and my husband standing in the kitchen together. Ever since my mother came to stay with us, my husband stopped going to work as much. Sometimes my mother was the one giving him money to spend. During my pregnancy, I was constantly dizzy and sleeping all the time. Due to exhaustion, whenever I woke up, I would find my husband sleeping in another room, and my mother would be taking a shower. I never suspected a thing. I kept telling myself that nothing could ever happen between them. This is my mother who gave birth to me and raised me. She would never hurt me. She is the one person who would protect me and my home. But the devil kept whispering to me all the time. The situation between my mother and my husband escalated. I was puzzled by their behavior. One day, my husband was joking with my mother as usual. Then I found him coming up to me saying he wanted me and needed me right then. I told him to stay away. I was going to the doctor and would deal with it when I got back. When I returned, I dressed up and got ready. I kept trying to get close to my husband, hugging him and trying to be intimate. He wasn't interested at all. He told me he didn't want anything and to leave him alone. He looked very exhausted. My mother even told me, "Let me set the food out for you, Nazma, because I'm tired and want to sleep." This was the first time my mother had gone to sleep so early. The constant thinking was killing me. I had no choice but to buy a camera and put it in the room where my mother sleeps to get some peace from all the thinking and the devil's whispers. And I actually did that. The next day, I told them I was going to visit my friend May because she was sick and I would be back late. My suspicion was indeed correct. I found that after I left, my husband went and opened the door to my mother's room. He told her, "Get up, Hoda has left." He hugged her and started getting close to her. My mother leaned into him too and kept touching every part of him. She told him, "You have brought my youth back to me again." She kept getting closer to him and he was completely undressed. They were intimate with each other once and twice. They did things I never did with him, as if they were married. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. All of this was recorded on the camera. When I saw all of that, I couldn't bear it and stay silent. I went and told them everything. I kept cursing them out. My husband stayed silent and didn't answer me. But the strange thing was my mother's response. She said to me, "Are you upset that I wanted something and your husband gave me what I wanted? Besides, I don't take him away from you all the time." She spoke with such audacity and nerve as if she hadn't done anything wrong. My husband stood up and kissed my hand and my head. He told me, "I'm sorry, don't be upset with me. Let's turn over a new leaf." But I swear to God I didn't want to do this, but your mother's clothes were so revealing and tight, and the way she talked to me made me unable to resist. "And you were neglecting me because of the pregnancy and such." I packed my clothes and told them I would leave the house and go. My husband kept holding on to me, telling me to forgive him and give him a second chance. He told me I wasn't the one who should leave, and he kicked my mother out of the house. I was so upset that if I had stayed in that house any longer, I would have died. So I packed my things and went to my friend May's place. I've been staying with her until now for over a month. My husband came to May and told her everything, and he is very regretful. May talked to me and insisted that I go back to my husband. I know he is wrong, but the biggest fault lies with my mother. Everyone has moments of weakness, and sometimes it's beyond their control. I am confused and I don't know what to do.